What's going on?
This is a toy factory in China, okay? Yeah. And the toy factory in China is going, well, the surrounding area is going through a massive protest. And do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why?
Jobs?
Yes.
Okay.
So the jobs have all, well, it kind of happened without notice, as usual in China. You never get a notice for anything in China.
Yeah.
They just wait. They literally push things. There's no plan in China. They push things to the limit, and then people are like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Everyone lost their job. And you know why? Because the toy factory moved to Vietnam. And this is happening everywhere around China. Huge amounts of industry and manufacturing are leaving China and moving to better countries.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. There's just so much risk involved when you're dealing with manufacturing in China these days. And of course, the wage has risen so much in China that it's no longer economical.
Yeah.
I mean, and I hate to say it, the only reason that China grew so big was because people were they had no choice but to work for next to nothing.
Yeah.
You know, the labor cost was so cheap that it made sense. You could put all this money into building factories and putting in machinery and stuff because at the end of the day, the cheap labor would balance it out. And it would still be cheaper than making it locally.
Yeah.
But now that the wages have increased so much, that's no longer a draw.
Correct.
Why would you want to invest so much if you're going to pay the same as if you would still just making it back home or in another country?
Yeah.
So
another guy, this is going around for
this has gone viral. I've seen this everywhere.
Yeah. This dude is freaking out because he's talking about how he's done this anti-desertification stuff. So he's been planting trees for like 21 years or something, right?
He looks like he's been planting trees in the sun for 21 years. He does,
poor guy. Anyway, he's spazzing out because what happened was they moved a coal mine in his... You can just play it.
Is it a coal mine or is it a power plant?
It was a coal mine.
Coal mine.
Well, it was a coal power plant. Coal-powered power plant.
Okay.
But it's really messed up the water. And so the drinking water is completely tainted and polluted. And actually, over 70% of fresh water in China...
Let me take the volume down because he's very loud, screaming and shouting.
Volume there.
Yeah.
Over 70% of all fresh water in China is unusable.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you can boil it. I'm talking about the 70%. The 30% left over is what you're boiling.
Yeah.
The 70% up until then is so ruined.
This might seem very strange, and it was strange for me when I moved to China, but you cannot drink the tap water. I know, like, for a lot of people, they're like, whatever, like, you still have a filter and all that, but you can't even do that. You can't put, like, you get a Brita filter or whatever here in the States.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, oh, there's chlorine or whatever in the water. Don't drink it. What's turning the frogs gay or whatever.
Fluoride or whatever. Yeah.
So what you do is you take your filter, or your fridge has a filter, and you replace it, and then you kind of drink it and you feel safe. Okay.
Or you just drink tap water.
Or you can drink tap water, or drink it from the garden hose or whatever. Yeah, sure. But I'm saying, like, you might take it as far as...
You might take it as far as that, yeah.
In China, you can't.
No.
You must buy bottled water.
Yes.
Every household has those, like, water coolers like you see in an office, with a glug, 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 like wherever our water cooler diplomacy is. It's probably here somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, one of those. Okay. Every household in China has one of those things or something similar. You get these little things where you just get that jug and you put it down and you can, like, squeeze the water out, those. Or you just buy bottled water. And it might not click with you guys, but that's a huge expense and hassle. That means you have to keep buying bottled water. Not only does that mean there's a lot more plastic pollution because of plastic bottles everywhere, but when you run out, you're screwed. Yeah. You cannot drink the tap water. Oh. You literally have to go to the shop or order delivery for water. I've been
parched many days in China where I'm like, oh, I'm out of water. Crap, everything's closed.
Yeah, it sucks. Yep. It's a terrible thing. And this is what Chinese people have to put up with across the entire country.
Yep.
Imagine that you cannot drink your tap water and you cannot even filter it to drink it. That is China.
Yes. Actually did a video on that, exposing China's water quality. It's the last video.
And even the bottled water that you found out still had crap in it, too.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So this poor guy is losing his shit. And this was viral in China, and it's starting to bring up some questions, about, like, why are these coal power plants allowed to just come in and destroy things?
You get the idea. We don't need to watch him forever. Poor guy.
Yeah,
he had his day in the sun.
Yeah, more than one day in the sun, bro.
That's the joke.
I know. But I mean, like...
I'm not laughing at him, by the way.
Of course not. No, it's his life's work's being ruined, his entire existence is being ruined because these stupid coal power plants, and that's...
I mean, there's whole villages in China where the kids all have cancer, nearby. It's bad. It's real bad.
What's good about this guy's viral video is questions are starting to be asked about this kind of thing because, everyone just unquestioningly just listens to what the government has to say and, lets them put in their power plants and do
Yep.
their shit. And they just whatever.
I just wanted to also, if we're on the whole, like doing good for the Laobaixing, like the average
ordinary person, yeah.
in China, I wanted to highlight some personal stories, not just his, but another guy. South China Morning Post randomly went to this village, right?
Okay.
And it was supposed to be one of these villages that is getting government aid, poverty alleviation.
Like a model
Xi Jinping
village.
stood in front, well, kind of. Xi Jinping stood in front of everybody and said, poverty is gone in China, right? We've eradicated it. So we talked about this ad nauseum. Basically, what that meant was not that poverty was alleviated or is gone. Now it's just illegal to say that there's poverty in China.
Yeah.
And that's actually what has happened. Because you think in a socialist paradise like China, workers unite. Let's come together in this communist party of China, communist country, right? That you're going to have a good pension, you're going to have good access to farm agriculture, right? You're going to have your medical taken care of, you're going to get a decent wage from the government after retirement. None of these things are true.
No.
So we wanted to highlight another personal story here. I took a couple of highlights out here.
Okay, let's look.
我们这地是那是种保护不是没得那多地啊，讲我们一个亲戚们地，亲戚们种小麦，他上去种小麦，我们秋季种点保护。
那你种这么多地，然后就一年能落多少钱
那就是万把块钱嘛。
？40块。
要是风调雨顺了还可以，搞个2万块钱。不风调雨顺就是万把块钱，落个万把。
So I think we just have to, for those of you who might be listening and not seeing this, it's a farmer just talking about how he farms, and he farms in the summer to make corn, and his
He has to rent the
relatives,
fields
he
out
rents in his relatives' farm in the winter wheat or whatever, and in a year he can make 10,000 yuan, which is 1,446 US dollars a year.
$1,400 a year.
And it's not him, it's his entire family, it's this entire farm of his, and everyone, all his dependents have to live on this, right?
And
So-
on a good year, it's $2,800.
Yes.
For a year.
Yeah, on a great year.
Not a month, a year.
A year, yeah.
块钱。狗子。
一个月没了1000多块钱的月，
报完之后，
哪有报的呀？我们这买的月没得报的呀。
万把块钱在他们娘俩这吃水果，标杆了。逢年过节走亲赶邻，可都没得了。
So that's important as well, as he's saying that they don't have any medical insurance, nothing's paid for. So all the money they earn from the farm goes to medicine. They can't even go to the shops to buy like random stuff.
They don't, you can't visit relatives during
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's continue.
那有没有补助啊？
没得，啥没得。
No aid
我
from the
说不是说
government.
我们那可怜死了，可怜。地包没得地包，啥没啥。
你像我儿子那个劲儿，我咋不惆怅了？惆怅我解决啥办法了？这也是为啥不能解决了？我一家2个雷锋师，为啥不能解决了？2个他妈地包啥都占不上。我不是，哎呀，我不是说了，这你不知道，我找真理课，真理也搞不过。
Yeah, so he doesn't qualify, none of them qualify for like assistance from the government. And even though he went to speak to the government officials, they didn't agree with him.
On paper, all of these socialist principles exist in China, but
Yeah.
they're rarely carried out.
Yeah, I mean, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably say, well, you've got a farm, shut up.
Yeah, or you've got a mianbao che.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you've got an old mianbao che worth 500 RMB, so you're not
Yeah.
allowed to get government
Yeah,
assistance.
exactly.
How foreigners become Chinese CCP shills
Or
by
just
starting,
famous.
or famous by starting by eating Chinese spicy food, spicy chicken feet to genocide denial, right?
Super spicy.
That's such a bullshit fake reaction. I cringe out when I see this.
Yeah, me
shit.
too.
It's so fake.
Isn't it?
I want to die.
Isn't it cringe? Right underneath Tibet in a nutshell, it's like flag raising ceremony in Tiananmen Square, Beijing. Xinjiang dancing happy Uyghurs.
Oh, jeez, she's making me sick.
Anyway, let's take a look at what
I
he.
can't watch his shit.
Well-
It actually makes me uncomfortable.
Just come on, dude.
off.
Seriously?
Full of shit. They started with chili, spicy food, you end up a shill.
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.